Hi, we speak about forgiveness. We say that it's easy to forgive but very difficult to forget. So I find this very contradictory because if you have forgiven, you will definitely forget. What keeps you lingering to those situations, to those persons, to those experiences of life is your memory attached to it, which you at times, because of something that happens in the present, can get triggered, or you are actually sitting with it and trying to escape it out. So you can forget things because brain is made of, though a very good memory, but we still forget. I forget where I kept my specs today. If I can forget such a small thing which I do every day, then those memories are years back and you can definitely forget. Now, what's an important question to answer is, have I actually forgiven? Did I forgive and let it go away from me? Did I forgive and let the sense of justice which I want because of the situation, because what happened to me, did I let it go? And when I say forgive, did from my deep inside my heart, have I forgiven? If I have done that, then there's no question of forgetting, because you'll always forget. Like every other event which is not there in your memory, unless you try to recall, you have forgiven. Why you are not forgetting is because you've not forgiven. And as much as I say that forgiveness is not for the other person but for the peace of your mind, you're not able to relate to it, because the incidents which happens to us are not something which are joyful or painful, and pain sometimes lingers around. How do you let go of this pain? I am able to explain this to you in lot of way of speaking about it, but I would like to read it out to you from a book which is called This Is Me Letting You Go by Heidi, which is an author. It is such a wonderful book, for me at least, when I'm reading it, because I always like to exchange ideas and like to see things in a different perspective from what I have been seeing. Learning is my hobby actually. So when I was reading it, I thought I should share it with you all. So today I'm going to read a chapter from that, and I hope it will relate to you at whatever situation or phase of life you are in today. I hope this video reaches to all those people who require a hand holding at this point of life when they're facing the turmoils of life, the ups and downs of life, and they don't know how to have that peace within them. So let me read the chapter for you. Read this if there is someone who you can't forgive. I hate every cliche that exists about forgiveness. That's what author says. I know every piece of advice, every regularly endorsed opinion on the topic, because I have poured my way through the literature. I have read every blog post about letting go of anger. So most of the time when we are not able to forgive, there's a lot of anger towards a person, towards a situation. It happened to me and I wish I could change this, and there's so much of anger there. So he's speaking about that. I have written down Buddha quotes on post-its and stuck them on my wall. Sometimes we do that. We take forgive because you need peace for yourself. We do stuck this post on the wall. I know that no part of it is simple. I know these all quotes are tired. I know the gap between deciding to forgive and actually feeling peace can seem entirely unbridgeable. I know. So when you do decide, but that doesn't happen. So we all know that bridge which you are not able to cross. Forgiveness is a vast, untraversable land for those who crave justice. So if you are somebody who is righteous and always think justice, then it is really difficult. So that's what she meant when she says that untraversable land for those who crave justice. The very thought of letting someone walk away scot-free from what they have done makes us sick. We don't want to simply wipe our hands clean. We want to transfer the blood onto theirs. We want to see the scores evened and the playing field leveled. We want them to bear the weight of their action, not us. So what they did, their action we are bearing. We want them to bear the weight of their action because of which I am suffering today. Forgiveness seems like the ultimate betrayal of yourself. If I don't forgive, I feel I'm betraying myself. I deserve peace and love. I am suffering because somebody else has done this to me. So because of that, we really feel that if I don't forgive, it's a betrayal to yourself. You don't want to give up the fight for justice after what has happened to you. The anger is burning inside you and pumping toxicity throughout your system. You know that, but you can't let it go. The anger is as inseparable a part of you as your heart, mind, or lungs. Imagine how attached and how you make it as your part. I know the feeling, I know the second heartbeat, that's fury. So there's a heart which is very angry. But here's the thing about anger, it's an instrumental emotion. We stay angry because we want justice, because we think it's useful, because we assume that the angrier we are, the more changes we will be capable of incurring. Anger doesn't realize that the past is over and the damage has been done. It tells you that vengeance will fix this. It's on the pursuit of justice. It's vengeance, okay? Except the justice we want isn't always realistic. Staying angry is like continuing picking the scab off a cut because you think that if you keep the wound open, you won't get scarred. It's thinking that someday the person who wronged you can come give you stitches with such incredible precision that you will never know the cut was once there. The truth about anger is that it's nothing more than refusal to heal because you're scared to. You feel the person who hurt you will heal. But actually, you are refusing to heal. Because you're afraid of who you will be once your wounds close up and you have to go on living with your new unfamiliar skin. You want your old skin back, and so anger tells you to keep that wound bleeding. This is little intimidating in terms of who you are. I want you to stay with this line. Probably don't make it your own if you're not ready for it, but just stay with it. Don't refuse or accept, just stay with it. So anger tells you to keep that wound bleeding. When you are seething, forgiveness seems impossible. We want to be capable of it because intellectually we know it's the healthiest choice to make. We want the peace forgiveness offers. We want the release. We want the madness in our brains to quiet down. Yet we cannot find a way to get there. Because here's what they all fail to tell you about forgiveness. It's not going to fix anything. It's not an eraser that will wipe away the pain of what's happened to you. It does not undo the pain that you have been living with and grant you immediate peace. Finding peace is a long uphill battle. Forgiveness is just what you take to stay hydrated along. If you want to go up, you need to hydrate yourself. And forgiveness is just that. Forgiveness means giving up hope for different past. It means knowing that the past is over, the dust has settled, and the destruction left in its wake can never be reconstructed to resemble what it was. It's accepting that there is no magic solution to fix the damage. It's the realization that as unfair as the hurricane was, you still have to live in its city of ruins. And no amount of anger is going to reconstruct that city. You have to do it yourself. Forgiveness means accepting responsibility not for causing the destruction, but for cleaning it up. It's a decision that restoring your own peace is finally a bigger priority than disrupting someone else. Forgiveness doesn't mean you must make amends with those who hurt you. It doesn't mean befriending them, sympathizing with them, or validating what they have done to you. It just means accepting that they have left a mark on you, and that for better or for worse, that mark is now your burden to bear. It means you are done waiting for the person who broke you to come put you back together. It is the decision to heal your wound regardless of which mark they will leave on your skin. It's the decision to move forward with scars. Forgiveness isn't about letting injustice regain. It's about creating your own justice, your own karma, and your own destiny. It's about getting back onto your feet and deciding the rest of your life isn't going to be miserable because of what happened to you. It means walking bravely into the future with every scar and tears you have incurred along the way. Forgiveness means saying that you're not going to let what happened to you define you any longer. Forgiveness doesn't mean that you're giving up all of your power. Forgiveness means you're finally ready to take it back. So, friends, forgiveness is something so powerful. It builds you up, it grows you, and it releases you from all the shackles of past. Give it to yourself. That's one way you learn loving yourself. If you're a person who would want to take this journey, take the first step. Forgive, let it go. Thank you. I hope reading this book to you did make me feel really great, because I felt like I'm sharing it with some friend out there who is not able to forgive, and holding the hand and telling him or her, take this path and you will be away from any kind of bitterness that's lingering in your heart. Give love to your heart and feel loved. Thank you. See you again. Do comment.